All right, well, doctors' offices and emergency rooms are packed with respiratory illness patients after the holiday. For the last couple of years, doctors have mostly been focusing on COVID-19.
But now they're dealing with COVID along with several other respiratory illnesses like the flu and RSV. Apparently flu A is quite prevalent right now. Our Isley Gooden is joining us after she's been looking into the controversy right now over the use of those Tylenol products in children and in pregnant women. That is a concern that people are hesitant to use that now.
For sure. I even saw friends on my Facebook asking, I'm pregnant, what can I take? I have RSV, or on TikTok or wherever. So it was really something that keeps coming up. So I talked to Dr. Dawson, and of course she says TikTok is not, they're not doctors. What? Yeah, they're not doctors.
Something with the NyQuil chicken.
Exactly.
There.
First guess.
So we'll see what she says about what you can use and how, I mean, drinking tea, of course it's going to help hydration or things like that.
Sure.
So she kind of breaks it down on what actually does work and kind of ease people into not feeling like it's going to hurt their kids if they're giving them too much medicine.
You know, I'm dealing with this right now. We were in the Children's Express last night for a couple of hours. I have never seen that waiting room so packed. All these kids with the same exact illness. And my child is 5, and he's right in that cusp of what he can take and what he can't. There's a lot of cough medicines that he cannot take. So yeah, it's hard to kind of find out what's right for your child.
Oh yeah, it's so hard, and just for parents, they may have 2 kids that have RSV or this or that, and they don't know what to give them, a first-time parent especially, or a pregnant mom. So here's what Dr. Dawson had to say, and kind of to ease those concerns for everyone out there.
COVID and RSV are still very much going around, and the flu, and some people are trying to avoid taking medicine. So they're trying some TikTok remedies like orange and salt, potatoes in their socks, garlic, make just all these concoctions. Do you think there's anything people can do besides take medicine for something like that?
Unfortunately, all these home remedies, you might believe they help. They might, drinking a glass of tea with turmeric in it probably helps with rehydration, and it might make you feel like your headache's gone away, but it doesn't have the same type of pharmacological value that, something like an Advil or a Tylenol or even aspirin would have, a cough syrup would have to make you healthy.
For moms to be, or people that have young children, should they be scared at all of using over-the-counter, or should it be, it's fairly safe, or they can ask their doctor?
Right. So if you have any questions, it's always best to ask your physician, especially if you're a pregnant mother. Talk to your OB about, what you should take, how often you should take it, because there are some, best practices that are specific for the mother, but also the developing fetus. When it comes to thinking about our children, the most important thing you can remember is that we don't want to mix medicine. So giving your child Tylenol and then a dose of Robitussin or a dose of, some other cough syrup or something actually can be really dangerous, because the underlying drug, right, that acetaminophen is usually the drug in both, actually can cause an overdose.
Is there anything else you want to add today, Dr. Dawson?
TikTok is not medical school. I think that's my biggest message. I know that a lot of things sound like, oh, they worked, but there is a really clear process in terms of how we go through clinical trials to test drugs and supplements and, even vaccines to make sure that they are both safe and effective. And none of these home remedies are going through that type of strict scientific research.
All right, some great information there, Isley. Thank you so much for the reminders that TikTok is not your doctor.
That is the takeaway of
You can put
Dr.
potatoes
Becky
in your
Dawson.
soup. You don't have to put them in your socks.
Don't put them in your socks. All right.